Wana aro.
Yes.
Tunaweza songa nyuma kidogo ili tupate.
Songa nyuma kwa picha.
Songa nyuma.
Even appointment of POs was skewed.
Yeah. Overtaken by events.
All right.
Yes.
So,
acha nisimame. Don't mimi.
I don't know if you are ready.
What's it?
You can see me.
So,
Channel 8.
Channel 8.
I want to take this
Just a
opportunity.
minute. Just a minute.
When you said, let me know. Okay.
We can.
Okay.
Leta nyeko kwa mfuko hiyo kitu. Okay. Watoto pick kiendelea. Let them just pick kiendelea. Simama ukitaka shika na leta hiyo simu. Now we can go.
Okay. So,
You'll start by your name, kindly.
my name is Ronald Mutahi, the County Returning Officer for Met. And this morning, it's unfortunate that we are in this at this particular time when the voters should be voting. At around 1:40 p.m., rather a.m., our officers were on their way going to the various stations. And we had dispatched quite a number of our POs to the various polling stations. And by that time, we were left with 3 polling stations here. And as the officers were leaving this gate, heading to the following polling stations, Sonokwet, Kapusar, Ngainet, and Kwenikabilet, they were accosted by rowdy youth around this gate. And the rowdy youth accessed our officers, ran for their dear life, and they left the materials in the car that they were in, a Nissan, and that is the time when the goons they destroyed the materials, and that is why we are here. So please, I'm also among the destroyed materials. It appears, if you check the destroyed materials, we also have materials that are not genuine. So please, we want to consult with the NEB so that we can see the way forward, because it's like somebody or some group of people planned to actually to attack our officers. Otherwise, as I'm talking to you now, the county has 586 polling stations, and the stations that are affected are only 3, and the rest of the stations in the county are running smoothly. So I want to,
I think your lines are enough. We can discuss this issue.
now,
Please.
I want to give this statement, and as I finish giving this statement, I'm supposed to receive communication.
You are defending yourself. Okay.
Just a minute, please.
One of the aspirants from Met Central, it caught my attention when I was dispatching the agents to the various stations that some cars have been stopped around Kabusar area. When I heard that, I called the UDA chair, who told me that he was not among the people who are supposed to coordinate the elections. So I called the CRO, and he told me that he was rushing there with the police officers. On my way to the station, Celebrate, I found the ballot papers that are already been reported there, that is scattered. They are already started the voting. It is in the station, Celebrate. I have the evidence with me. And immediately, while we were discussing that, I was also called by our supporters that the governor, one of the aspirant Senate, and one of the aspirant MP from this constituency was somewhere discussing how they are dispatching the already marked papers. From there, we test them, and I have the videos with me, plus their card numbers. It is here with me. At night. And I want to say this, that the election coordinators of Bomet were compromised, and they were paid to dispatch papers to administrators who, when they read the station, they were telling the clerks, we had agreed. And that was the message. I called the SG, that is the SG, the UDA SG, Madam Vero, and she talked even with the police officer manning Celebrate police station, assuring her of how things are getting wrong there, and how votes are being stolen, and how people are doing the POs have been given ballot papers around 7 a.m. to the houses.
Exactly.
Stating that the reason why they are giving them the ballot papers is because of fuel. So everybody was coming here, and he was given a ballot papers to take to their families.
And the ballot
So when we raise the
here.
issues, we
Ballot
even went to
boxes were here, but ballot papers were with the POs.
we found the ballot papers. These are one of the ballot papers. It is already marked. This is one of the people whom we found in the road with their cars. I have the details. This is how they were marking. This is how they were marking. This is one of the members of parliament. This is how they were marking. This is how they were marking. And they are telling us, I don't tell this is papers. They told me these are fake. And they told me our party papers are serialized. Are these not serialized? So you can never lie to us unless you give us the ballot papers that is being used. If it is the same,
I want to tell you.
We want to say that this thing is null and void. I have been in this politics for 15 years, and something like this has never happened. So don't cheat us. And don't tell us about it.
Let me also make a statement here.
I want to make a statement.
And again, what we have had is the problem occurred last night. And what we were expecting was an official communication from the CRO on the way forward. Now it's 7 a.m. Some votes are being, voters now are open, and you see, up to this point on time, we don't have visual position on the credibility of the voters in this, of the votes in this county. So I think what you are saying, our position is whatever the outcome of this election, so nomination in Bomet, will not show any credibility and will not accept. And that is our position. Because all these guidance, at any given time, we wanted CRO to take up a firm position and guide the thing actually on the way forward. But we are not seeing that, even up to this point in time. For how long are you going to consult? And this is a very important exercise. So I think that is our position, CRO. So we do give you time.
May I say something? May I say something?
So,
let me say something. This is not propaganda. The thing is,
Let's show us some of those ballots that has been marked.
yeah, they are. And there is a particular lineup that already that has already been decided. And you know, even the evidence are so clear. When our people just got these people marking the papers, they ran away. And some of the boxes are in Silipwet police station. And the papers that have been marked are here. Some of them are already in Silipwet, and we have some of them that our people got them. So we are calling off this thing, and even POs, and even your clerks, all of them were leaning towards particular direction, and they were going throughout the night, telling people it is this governor, it is this senator, and it is this MP. We have the evidence. You cannot cheat us.
As you can see, all of these things, my friend. As you can see, these are candidates, these are aspirants who have been in the race and have been contesting, and we have come together at the report of this sad event, which occurred at midnight, and we've not slept. I reported at Silipwet police station, and I confirmed that the police were able to impound ballot papers and ballot boxes that were being transported by some PO to unknown and unsecure destination. And indeed, there are a lot of reported cases of insecure transportation of ballot papers. And when we got here to Tenwek, it was very unfortunate. Even the ballot papers and ballot boxes were not secure at all. And we have been able to access ballot papers that are marked. And the CRO, of course, I reported to you. And right from the beginning, how an exercise starts to determine how it progresses successfully. We raised concerns about the procedure of recruiting and appointing presiding officers and clerks. Yes. That was never addressed by you. If other counties, aspirants and CROs agreed on the presiding officers and the arrows, that is why the exercise is smooth. We raised this concern. We asked for your audience yesterday. You were not available. And we wanted to raise all these concerns. And you see, when we are here, even if one ballot paper that is marked and has been confirmed by the NEB that these ballot papers are actually ballot papers of UDA and they're serial. And you can see they are marked in favor of Bwana CRO. Yes. This is bastardizing the process. Is bastardizing the process. It's upon all of us to promote democracy and integrity of the process. And we expected you, when you come over here, to engage in some dialogue, but not to make pronouncements. Because if you make that pronouncement, we shall automatically urge all the residents of Bomet to suspend voting. There is nothing wrong in suspending it for a few hours, for a day. It has been done before, even for a week if it is necessary, so that we can mount a credible process. And you back and go home. Now, one ballot paper, just one ballot paper is enough in a polling station. Is enough to nullify elections.
And I want to say this, Banaro.
So
we were here as early as 1 a.m. Yes. I want to tell you, what you said was a lie. What actually was accosted here was the ballot boxes. But the ballot papers were with the POs and the clerks. Yes. They were not here. I want to tell you. Even the POs that we called them, they were having them in their houses, and we have got evidence. They were having these ballot papers. That is why our people went to some of them and managed to get those which have already marked towards some particular people. We want a credible process. So when you say that there were goods here that were actually trying to do some other things, they were not goods. All of us were here, and what were here were ballot boxes, but ballot papers, and ballot papers were already with the POs right from yesterday in their houses, marking these particular things. So we are rejecting. And the particular lineup is there already. Yeah. We have got their vehicles. We have got their vehicles.
My name is Charles Maloba, and I'm a director at Cornerstone Leadership Limited. We are specializing in creating value and creating wealth on land. Yeah, like this.
You want people to invest on lands?
Yes, we want people to invest on land because when you look at money, it loses value very fast. But what happens is you need to find very good ways that you can retain the value of your money. So one of the key ways that we've found is buy property, and when do you buy it? Now. Then keep it. If you want to use it later, that's fine. But then again, if you decide you don't want to use it, maybe to build a home, you can dispose of it. That gives you income. Then for us as Cornerstone Leadership, we are also finding ways to ensure many people can get homes. Yes. And not just homes, but beautiful homes. That's why we look for beautiful places like this. I mean, look at this scenery.
The view, the beautiful view.
Look at the view. You can see more hills on that side.
Even the Kilimambogo is just next to us here.
Bogo on that side.
Yani,
look at the valley.
You mean if somebody can invest here, anaweza kuwa neighbor ya Kilimambogo pale?